top 10 matchup. Wisconsin lineup tonight. They've got the Rock, Charlie Furbringer, guiding a very young team, including freshman Audrey Flanagan on the outside, a top 5 recruit in the country. Facing a Louisville lineup that has Chloe Chicoine, a former #1 recruit in the entire nation, now in her second year with Louisville after transferring in from Purdue. And for the Cards as a team, they're dialed in on bringing some more velo, Anna Connolly.
Well, Jack, main focus has been on mobility, and you saw that on full display last night. 57 kills through 4 sets, guys.
Offense so impressive. Pair that with the usual great defense of Louisville. 1 win down. Wisconsin going for a bounce back today. They got swept by Kentucky. Chloe Meester starts us day 2 of the AVCA first serve. Chased down by the libero for Wisconsin today, Anna Bardero, the freshman. Chicoine going tip down to the ground, and the first point for the Cards.
The #1 player in the Louisville side is #7 in black, Chloe Chicoine. She's a 2-time All-American. And as volleyball players go, she's a little bit undersized. She's listed at 5'10", but maybe 5'8", 5'9". But she can sky up there, and she's so crafty to find her kills.
Major hops for Chicoine.
Touches 10, too.
It's ridiculous. And a service there, ties it at 1. What are you looking for from Louisville early today, Emily?
The biggest thing is to establish a balanced offense. They have one of the best setters in the country in Yale's Cabello, but she has such good offensive weapons around her. A lot of the same consistent from last season. Chicoine on the outside, Blackshear right side, Sherman in the middle. Now they do have a good middle that came in, Brooke Bultema, #44, who we haven't seen yet. She's a good piece of that. But keeping that balance is definitely going to be key.
Brings a ton of offense off the serve from Kristen Simon. Tap down was cleaned up by Peyton Peterson. Furbringer in system, swing for Grace Egan, and down to the ground to clean up Louisville. Chicoine another tip. She'll do it quite a bit. She can do it from anywhere. And Louisville out of sorts. Wisconsin with its second straight point. And the head coach for Louisville, Dan Meskey, in his second season. I don't know if any coach has embraced social media quite like Dan Meskey. He has created an accessible program, and a program that's really picked up right where they left off when Danny Busboom-Kelly left for Nebraska.
It's been so exciting to watch the rise of Louisville over the years, both under Danny Busboom-Kelly and now Dan Meskey, who was one chair over for those seasons, but he is doing a phenomenal job keeping this program at the top.
It is Chicoine swinging. Simon was there. Audrey Flanagan going wide, and misses the freshman off target to even at 2.
Wisconsin was a big question mark coming into the season with all the starters that they lost, 4 of them. They have a lot of young players out of the court, including #22 right there, Audrey Flanagan, who's been really good for them in practice the last few weeks. I thought she looked really good in the first matchup against Kentucky last night. She hit 0.97, but the mentality that she had, you could see she was going for it, which is difficult to do coming in your first college match.
She's got a lot of poise and can do a lot of different things for Wisconsin. In the middle, that's a slam dunk for Lenny Tarno.
Lenny Tarno is a name to know for Wisconsin. She's a 6'5" middle blocker, one of the most physical players in the game. So difficult to come in as a freshman in that position. It requires a really high volleyball IQ, and she is getting it done early on, coming into the match last night off the bench.
Top middle recruit in the country out of Bennett Academy in the Chicago area. 3-2 Wisconsin, first set. And there is Bultema sliding right side.
This slide attack, meaning a quick attack behind the setter from #44, Brooke Bultema, is so good. She's one of the new pieces to Louisville's offense this season, and look how fast this is. There's not enough time for the defense to get set up. She had a field day last night against Texas A&M.
It was pretty shocking to us when Dan Meskey said, yeah, our offensive drop-off with Kara Cressy leaving, really not going to be one because of the offense that Bultema brings.
Yeah, it was really interesting talking to him about how she fits into this system, because Bultema loves to run fast as Louisville puts that ball down. Louisville generally is a team that likes a fast offense. Bultema is the same way, #44. She runs really fast, so she fits into this Louisville system just a little bit better than she did at Kentucky.
If Louisville gets its offense going, like they had it at the end of last year, to go with the fundamentals, the clean defense, the block, they are a legit contender. Out of the middle, a gust. Somehow it stays up. Set up by Bardero, right side Egan. Directed towards Cabello. Chicoine had it blocked. Joust. Furbringer setting. Flanagan down the line.
Right away, we're seeing incredibly long rallies. A lot of that just relentless defense, which is instilled in both programs by both head coaches.
Instilled by Kelly Sheffield, now in year 14, leading Wisconsin. He said, our team's going to be really good. I just don't know when.
He wants his team to peak in December with so many young players, 11 newcomers, the youngest team in the Big Ten. He knows it's going to come later on in the season.
And part of the reason for this brutal schedule that we mentioned right off the top for Wisconsin, they want their team to be calloused right away. They push themselves harder in the weight room than any other offseason that Kelly Sheffield has been at Wisconsin to establish that championship grinded-out mentality early on. August can really get up there. And it did have a touch. Point Wisconsin.
Jayla August is one of the most impressive middles in the country because of how explosive she is. Head coach Kelly Sheffield said he's never has as athletic of a middle blocker. We're talking about a player like Dana Recchi, who came through this program, an Olympic champion, but August is so twitchy, she's explosive, just so athletic up there with a fast arm swing.
She did play with Charlie Furbringer a few years ago in the U19 national team as well. Those two reunited. Speaking of Furbringer,
keep an eye on both of these setters. Furbringer for Wisconsin, number 24 in white, and then Cabello, number 8 for Louisville. Both setters are very offensive. That means when there's a tight pass, they're going to go up and be really aggressive, taking it over on 2.
back and forth to start here. Serve receive clean. With the hit for Baltimore. It is Ava Travis with the point for Wisconsin, the transfer from UCSB.
Really impressed with Wisconsin because they have so many new pieces out there, but especially these two outsides. Ava Travis, who's coming in, a redshirt junior. She's just 5'11". She's really crafty, plays a little bit different than Flanagan at 6'3".
But kind of like Chloe Chicoine, she can get up, and if she gets it high, that is a problem for the other team.
Yeah, when you're an undersized attacker, especially for an elite program, you have to really develop. A lot of that offensively is finding shots that work that maybe taller players don't have to use as often because you're hitting from a lower contact point.
7-6 Wisconsin, Baltimore serves. August sends it in. That quick ball, Emily, is just so dangerous with August coming around the wheel.
Yeah, it's dangerous for so many reasons. One, the set is so fast, it doesn't allow time for the defense to get their hands up in time. And then with how fast August's arm is coming through, it's insane. You pair those two things together, it's tough as a defense to even get a touch on it.
Back row, got a roll. Cabello scrambles under and sends it down with a dump. You said it, she is very offensive at times.
Yeah, Cabello is one of the most offensive setters in the game, and just a junior this season. Anytime the ball is tight and she's in the front row, Wisconsin's defense has to go up with her.
Something interesting Dan Meskey said about Haley Cabello, the junior out of the Orlando area. She loves to show her athleticism. And inch for inch, she can get up there with the best blockers in the country as well. She is an all-around player. Back set this time, Black Sheep. The dig for Bardero. And that lands in for Travis.
Ava Travis is doing a really nice job going up against a tall block in front of her. She's got two of the biggest players in the game blocking her with 4 hands. Again, she's undersized, so she has to be smarter with her attacking. That time, it was going off high hands, kind of punching it like a serve to go high hands and out of bounds.
She wants to play pro. Ava Travis, redshirt junior now. And she felt like Wisconsin would give her the best chance to get there. These are two of the elite programs in the country. Top 10 matchup to start us on Fox today. Texas, Arizona State on FS1 to follow. Blackshear tipping down, and a response for the Cards.
This is one thing you got to watch out for Louisville is these cross patterns. So Melissa Blackshear, number 24, normally lines up as a right side. But here, look, in this rotation, you have the middle going behind and the right side actually going in front. The defense for Wisconsin has to be disciplined and really watch those routes.
Middle, easy send down for Tarno. I want to go back to what you said about Louisville and changing their offense. Kelly Sheffield very wary of that coming in. They're going to make you work in a bunch of different ways mentally.
And it becomes on both sides of the ball. Offensively, Louisville runs a really fast offense. You have to stay engaged. And then defensively, Louisville is known as being one of the scrappiest, most relentless teams in the country year in and out.
Well, a tough serve receive. Blackshear able to power off the block.
Really excited to watch Melissa Blackshear during this season because she was ACC Freshman of the Year last year, and as Anna Connolly, our sideline reporter, told us, a big focus for her specifically was just improving her power. That was the number one thing Dan Meskey said she was working on. Literally just increasing velocity, hitting the ball harder because she has the height to do it.
Weight room, band work, mobility training, so much that goes into that simple statement of hit the ball harder. Chip off the block, and we are tied at 10.
Chicoine is one of the best out-of-system attackers. She does a really nice job tracking where that ball is and knowing what shot to hit. It's not always the hard-driven one. She knows when she needs to take a little bit of speed off, too.
Peyton Peterson will serve it away. Second straight match to start the year at libero for the former Pin. And Flanagan has the kill this time for Wisconsin.
I don't think we could talk enough about Peyton Peterson and what she's doing for Louisville right now. She has only trained about 5 sets in practice, according to Dan Meskey, in the libero jersey. Of course, she was a good ball control player as an outside, as she was last season, but that's a really big switch, and she was phenomenal last night, leading with 23 digs.
That's ridiculous.
Insane.
Augustus there for Wisconsin, up by 2 now.
This is where Grace Lopez coming in changes the game. She's wearing the libero jersey, but she's not really a libero. Really, her job here is to come in as a serving sub, rip that top spin serve, and create overpasses like the one that just happened.
There she goes again. A little bit tight. Chicoine downhill. How did Simon get it up? Flanagan with some below. 3 straight for Wisconsin.
That was a massive momentum play on Wisconsin's side. It started with awesome defense back there. Kristen Simon laying out for one. And then you have an out-of-system play and a freshman coming in, not afraid to take a huge swing against a big block.
Lopez continuing to serve. Nearly an overpass it was. Point Wisconsin.
There's Lopez going on the tear right now. This is a player who had 17 months off of playing in a match, using the serve sub role right now, but she is a 2-time All-American on the back line, and she is looking like it from there.
When she is fully healthy and reintegrated into this Wisconsin offense, it is scary for the Big Ten. Sliding Bultema, that is money.
That's the play that Louisville wants to run all the time when Bultema's up front. The slide attack is really quick behind the setter. It's barely even above the net. Bultema's arm swing is so fast she beats the block inside. 11
kills, hit 350 last night for Louisville. Win over Texas A&M in 4 sets, the team that knocked them out of the NCAA tournament in the Sweet 16 last year on their way to a national championship. And Kenny the serve. Bultema with 2 kills in a row.
Now it's Louisville with a little bit of service pressure of their own. Louisville really focused on the offseason of difficult serving. How can they hit the seams just a little bit better? This was a great example of that.
But a back set for Egan, and Wisconsin answers the 2-point run for the Cards. Badgers, the first to 15, top 10 matchup in Milwaukee.
Seeing so far non-conference play, every top 8 team that they could play, they are. Of course, Nebraska being the number 1 they'll see later during conference play. for a group with 11 newcomers, the youngest team in the Big Ten, one of the youngest teams in the country. They're getting thrown in the fire, and they're really learning a lot in these first few matches.
Again, trying to bounce back after getting swept by Kentucky last night. Some momentum going into the break. They carry it out with an ace and a friendly bounce for Grace Egan.
Louisville's passing is just really struggling against these top spin serves. They're dropping really fast. They have a higher velocity. As a passer, you need to make sure you're putting your platform up more to keep it off the net.
Oh, that was nasty. 2 in a row for Egan.
Egan's got one of the fastest arms in the game. Check out how fast this serve is coming. The toss is in a perfect spot. She unloads on it. This is coming more like an attack rather than a serve. You kind of have to defend it. It's coming quickly.
Egan had an injury-plagued career between Ohio State and Wisconsin. Her arm swing is wicked fast, and she can get hot at the service line as well.
It's really exciting to see what she's doing after missing a lot of the spring with an injury. Her first practice back, Kelly Sheffield said there was nobody more dynamic and motivated with her out on the court. A lot of that being what she brings from the end line. This top spin serve is so good. And not only does she hit it fast and with tempo, but she's consistent with it.
That hard topspin serve, kind of the future of what we could see in the sport going forward in women's college volleyball. We're going to see a bunch of them tonight with Texas.
Yeah, it's really exciting piece of the game that more and more teams are implementing, trying to find ways to put more pressure on their opponents. The best way to do that is from the end line when you're bombing serves back there.
All right, 2 in a row for Egan, forced the Louisville timeout. Not 3 straight. Chacoin pushes across the way to Flanagan, who has 5 kills now.
Flanagan has rose to the occasion every chance that she has for Wisconsin, and what I love about her is she's so unfazed. She's got that like chill, cool Cali girl energy similar to Furbringer, that she kind of goes about her business and is super low-key about stuff.
Kelly Sheffield said, I don't know if she's going to be scared in her first match. I don't know if she's going to have the slowest heartbeat on the floor. Kind of hard to get a read on her at first, but she was very poised last night.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know if she's going to pee her pants or if she's even going to have a pulse. It could be anything. and she looks cool, calm, and collected out there, which is insane in back-to-back top 10 matchups.
But we're seeing flashes of the encompassing impact that she can have to Wisconsin early in her career. 18-13 Badgers. August chased down by Peterson. Meester dug up by Bardero. Sent right back. Baltimore denied.
This is a completely different Wisconsin team than we saw last night. The defense is on point, feeding the offense. I love what the back row is doing right here. Check out this defense. Bardero lays out Peterson. She's in a perfect spot. Such an experienced player, a freshman, but 21 years old. And then August eating it up, solo stuff. Blocking. Kelly Sheffield came over and said, hey, watch for the off-speed stuff. And you have to adjust. The 3 most vocal players in those huddles so far. We've had, 3 timeouts? Charlie Furbringer, of course. Jayla August really taking control of the blocking. Move your hands, adjust, be athletic. But Audrey Flanagan also showing her vocals.
How about the freshmen chiming in with the upperclassmen? And the aces continue to roll in. That one.
They're doing such a nice job putting pressure on it. It hasn't all come from one player. It's been a mix of top spin serves as well as really tough float balls.
It was tight early. 6-1 run for the Badgers. Can Louisville change momentum? No touch.
This is where it's really difficult for Louisville because they finally get a perfect pass right on the money. The set tempo is just a little bit off to the outside, and you see an error.
Louisville played very well against Texas A&M last night. We wondered how each team would respond to the result. Wisconsin's come out punching. Plenty of time left for Dan Meskey's crew, though. Meester goes cross court.
Big side out right there for Louisville. Nailing the pass right away. And I loved that Cabello went to the player who had just made the error. Give your sophomore a little bit of confidence out there.
And that's a feel thing that these two setters between Cabello and Furbringer, they have all the intangibles, and a big reason why they're both top 5 setters in the country. 21-14, Louisville serving. Going dump, it's Furbringer.
Furbringer has already established herself as an offensive threat, taking the ball over on 2. Louisville's got to wake up anytime that she's in the front court. The middle's got to be all over that. See that jump from Sherman, number 11, just a little bit late going up with Furbringer, not identifying it early on.
You asked Keller Sheffield, is she the best setter in the country? Of course he was going to say yes, it's his player, but she really is in that conversation.
Absolutely. Her creativity, her high volleyball IQ, she's fast, great vision. I mean, she has all of the makings of an elite setter. Just getting more experience under her belt is massive.
She's pulling out of the back row. Right back to Sherman. Jump, Flanagan scrambling. And Wisconsin wins the point. It's a 9-point lead.
Wisconsin is doing such a good job out of system. That means when the setter is either not taking the second contact like it was there from the middle, or if the ball's really off the net and you know it's going to either pin, they're getting out of those situations really well. Normally, those are plays that Louisville can routinely turn.
And now 2 points away from a set 1 win. Cabello had to run for it. And off of Egan.
This is a point for Louisville where you're down 8 points. You want to not focus on the scoreboard. Let's chip away at that lead. Just focus on the point in front of us. Do our job. Follow the scout. And try to make up some of this time.
Volleyball is such a momentum sport. We'll see if Louisville can establish any of it. End of set 1. Cabello. Back row, Flanagan. What a first set for the freshman.
It's rare that you see a freshman so integrated and has a big piece of the offense as Flanagan has been. That's him coming from the back row, something you rarely see.
Set point. That was close. We have bolt 6 technology here at our event, so anything close to in or out, no need to challenge. They'll flash it up. Well out that time. Off the block, tip down, and Louisville wins the point again, 24-17.
Right away, Addison McKean coming in, making a difference in the front. Louisville again just trying to chip away at that lead.
Louisville area native playing in her 9th career match now with the Cards. Louisville on a mini run at the end of the set.
This was the best thing that could have happened for Louisville, because although it's going to be really hard for them to come back and win this set, at least you gain some momentum and see that you're coming back in this to bring that into the next set.
Yeah, it felt like the Cards were spiraling on that big run for Wisconsin, but a few in a row. And a timeout. Again, big weekend for both teams. Louisville coming off the win over Texas A&M yesterday in 4 sets. Wisconsin gets swept by Kentucky, the team that beat them in the Final Four last year. And the tough matches are going to continue to come for both teams. Louisville's got a top 20 team, Indiana, on Friday, and Wisconsin has Stanford coming up on Friday, who's ranked 5th.
One thing about testing your team during non-conference is you find the resiliency. You see how they respond. Whether if you're thrown into the fire, you learn really fast about where you're at, and most importantly, where you need to grow and improve.
Not to mention it's good for the sport.
Oh, it's great. We love it.
Yeah. Everyone wants the big matches. College volleyball has taken that and run with Another set point. Blackshear. The back row. Flanagan ends it. 7 kills in set 1 for the freshman and a 7-point win in set 1 for the Badgers.
Offensive dominance from Wisconsin, hitting 500 during that set alone. Louisville's got to make some defensive adjustments because right now the Badgers are rolling through them.